presentation now, for which I would be requesting the humble presence of Biju Varghese, Senior Vice President and Head, India and APAC, Global Strategic Alliances eMudra. Mr. Biju is the Senior Vice President and Head of Business Development, India and APAC. He also heads the Global Strategic Alliances. He has been associated with the company since 2008. Bachelor's degree in Technology in Mechanical Engineering, Master's degree in Technology in Future Studies with specialization in Technology Management both for the University of Kerala. Completed Senior Management Program under IIM Calcutta. Thank you so much, sir, for coming in here today, and over to you.
Thank you. So, very good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Biju Varghese. I head the India and APAC business for eMudra. We are a cybersecurity company, started as a certifying authority and actually have got into the entire global business. A small step which has actually started as a Make in India, now been recognized in the globe. So I just want to take a few minutes. I have a very short time, and in that I want to actually make it very crisp and clear that the India story, what we have actually done in the digital future, that we actually want to express to the world, can be used by various organizations globally. And this can be a best example of how to enable the digital future using the identity and the other related techniques, the paperless office techniques. So we just want to really give a thought that organizations are actually transforming and want to achieve a sustainable growth. What is actually the key about all this stuff is that we need to have the data secure, revolving around the word of zero trust, that people are actually not trusting each other. In the organization, we need to create a very strong foundation of this identity layer and confidentiality, having that four basic pillar of confidentiality, authentication, non-repudiation, as well as integrity of the data. So we actually want to do, all organizations are definitely willing to do the personalization experience for their customer, but as well as the same innovative tailored approach for their services. So what the story, what India is actually providing for the world is the very strong layer of this presenceless layer, where we actually use digital identities to do that. We have the very strong Aadhaar-based KYC platform, where we are actually getting the layer of identity which is almost done with more than 130 crore population. And this has actually been provided as an API to the organization to leverage the identity services. On top of that, the very strong layer of paperless layer has been built up, where they can actually, the organization can leverage the identity layer to build a very strong paperless layer. Because still now, even though you have a lot of applications like ERP applications or CRM or any other custom built applications, you still use a paper to actually have, because organizations still use those authorized signatories, and some of those critical functions definitely revolve around this paperwork. Where the India story is that they have created this layer over on top of the presences layer to leverage and enable the paperless layer on top of that. And over on top of that, you have seen those cashless layer, where you have seen the UPI, which has actually taken India or the globe for storm, where organizations or other countries are actually looking forward for taking this UPI layer. And over on top of, we have the consent layer, where the data residing or pertaining to a person can be actually sent to another organization or another party with their consent, completely digitally signed. This story has actually been taken created by India, is being taken by the digital physical infrastructure, changing the physical infrastructure to a digital infrastructure. India is actually providing this example to the world right now. So you have seen that the documents are everywhere. Everywhere it has actually been in an organization, it ranges from sales to human resources to finance to the legal to procurement and other functions. It is irrespective of the industry, being banking, financial services, manufacturing industries, pharma companies and all, you are actually having a range of documents in every organization. So you can just see an example how this can be leveraged for contract management also, where you have a contract management which is initiated by the people. This can be, earlier what was that, the document can be actually vetted by reviewed by multiple people, vetted by multiple people, and finally sent for the signature. And finally, once the signature has been done, it is need to be stored, and then the life cycle of the contracts need to be managed. But now you can actually see by using this concept of even digital signature, there are the applications are there where you can completely manage the digital life cycle of the contracts also. Similarly, for an employee onboarding scenario or a vendor onboarding scenario, patient onboarding, students. So in each segments, wherever there is an onboarding things are there, you can actually take the identity layer, you can manage those people, you can identify, and after that create those layers on top of that to completely digitize the entire process. So what is that it means is that you can actually save cost, you can create the entire security layer, enhance the customer experience of actually not only from end customers, there is a huge turnaround time reduction for the organization, and definitely the legal compliance as per the laws of the land. So what eMudra is actually doing, we have taken this particular thing, we have bucketed it into 4 basic things. We have created a secure access management protocol to do that. We have a public key infrastructure based solution to give that identity management, manage the identity, and created the trust services, and also the paperless office solution to provide the organizations to enable that particular journey. So about us, we are actually being present in various countries. We are completely made in India. We started as a certifying authority. Right now we are the largest certifying authority in India, having the identities, managing the identities. Slowly we have actually taken to other countries who are being recognized, like in UAE and other African countries, APAC countries and all, direct recognition by those respective governments. And also we are the only Indian company who has actually recognized by WebTrust, has taken our route into various global applications like Apple, Microsoft and all, being directly recognized. So we are driving the thought leadership, having chairing the Asia PK Consortium, Cloud Signature Consortium, being part of the G20 summit. We are driving the standards in the BIS segment, and also as part of the Digital India program as well. So this is what the solutions like. We have the PKI, where we have the certificate lifecycle management. For the MSPs here, we actually want to give that particular thing, because once the identity is established, both from the human angle to servers to devices, the identities need to be managed, the keys need to manage. This can be completely taken care by the solution. And to provide enterprise PKI solution, how to manage the entire life cycle, provide the authentication, and also take to a complete workflow solution related to e-signatures. This can be used in various use cases across industries. We have use cases in the retail segment, in the pharma segment, in manufacturing authentication, banking and financial services, and so on and so forth. It's completely agnostic. You will be able to actually leverage the power of identity and take it to the next level. So lot of use cases which we have actually spoken about, like contract signing, payment authorization, invoice billing, the project sign-off, NDAs, SLAs, and all these things can be taken care. So there are multiple such scenarios agnostic to each industries where we will be able to do so. So just to conclude, there is a very strong foundation of trust services which we can do, have the power of the legal validity which can be taken care. We need to create the solution layer to take the paperless scenario. Only thing is what the organizations and MSPs need to take care is to have those integration coming in. We need to actually work together. to create that ecosystem wherever the documents are there, to collect together, bring it to the legacy, from the legacy systems, manage those workflows effectively, and have those trained resources who is managing this particular thing across those industries, whichever verticals are there, government or banking, financial services, manufacturing companies, pharma companies, and then get into the next generation digital transformation initiatives. So this is from our side. If you have any questions, our team is also available. We are open for any discussions to give more stories, what we have actually done for large organizations, small scale organization, as well as government agencies and other banking scenarios. We have global presence and global use cases where we will be open to discuss also. Thank you very much.